One of the most important questions in a US visa interview is, what's the purpose of your visit? Your answer needs to be clear, logical, and aligned with your visa type. Many applicants make mistakes by giving vague or overly detailed responses, which can raise doubt and lead to rejection. Hi and welcome to US Visa Success. In this video, we'll break down how to structure a response, avoid common pitfalls, and give strong examples for different travel purposes. By the end, you'll know exactly how to answer this question confidently and convincingly. Let's get started. When a visa officer asks, what's the purpose of your visit? They are not just making small talk. They are assessing whether your intentions are genuine and that your reason for traveling makes sense given your life's circumstances. They need to be sure that you intend to return home after your trip and that you won't overstay or misuse your visa. If your answer is unclear, inconsistent, or too vague, it could create suspicion and lead to further questioning or even denial. Now let's get into some common mistakes to avoid. Many applicants struggle with this question because they either say too little or too much. One of the biggest mistakes is being too vague. Simply saying, I want to visit the US for a conference isn't enough. It doesn't explain why now, what you will do, or when you plan to return. Another mistake is giving unnecessary details that might raise red flags. For instance, saying, I've always dreamed of moving to the US while applying for a short visit can make the officer think you have immigration intentions. Keep your responses focused on this specific trip. Lastly, contradicting information is a major issue. If your travel itinerary says one thing, but your answer in the interview suggests something else, it creates confusion. Always ensure that your response is consistent with the information provided in your application and supporting documents. So how should you structure your answer? A strong answer should follow a simple three-step structure. First, clearly state your purpose and avoid vague statements and instead be specific about your reason for visiting. Second, provide relevant details such as your travel dates, places you plan to visit, and any other activity. Finally, demonstrate strong ties to your home country, such as your job, your business, studies, or family, to reassure the officer that you will return to your home country after your trip. Here's how an applicant going for a business conference might answer this question. I'm heading to the Global Innovation and Tech Summit 2025 in Chicago. As a business development manager at our company, my job is all about spotting growth opportunities, building strategic partnerships, and staying ahead of market shifts. So this summit is a perfect fit for me. It's packed with exclusive networking, hands-on workshops, and high-level discussions that just don't translate the same way online. My company is fully sponsoring my trip because the insights and connections I'll gain will play a big role in shaping our expansion strategy for Q3. If you're a student, you could say, I'm heading to the US to pursue a master's in software engineering at Penn State. I have worked as a software developer at Tech Solutions for a few years and successfully led a team in developing a mobile payment app for small businesses. This master's program is a perfect step for me to specialize in AI-driven software solutions and cloud computing. I've secured funding through a combination of personal savings and a merit-based scholarship. After my studies, I plan to return home and launch a tech startup focused on AI-powered financial tools for emerging markets. A simple tourist could say, I am heading to the US for a short visit to see my family in California and to meet my newborn nephew. I am the marketing director where I work, and I've planned this trip around my approved leave to spend quality time with my brother and his family. This visit is particularly special because I was unable to attend his wedding. I will pay for my trip through personal savings, and I have a return flight booked already as I need to resume managing key client campaigns upon my return. In a nutshell, remember to be confident, to be clear, to show strong ties to your home country, and to be logically persuasive. Good luck!